Hey Beer Tubers, Ryan back with another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Thanks for joining me on this awesome day. Fantastic San Diego weather on this Memorial Day, so hopefully we'll be looking at a great San Diego beer. This is Blackball Belgian style IPA from Karl Strauss. Karl Strauss is the oldest brewery in San Diego, and this is the latest from their Karl Coastal Reserve series. Their Big Barrel Double IPA was one of my favorites from the line so far, so hopefully this is a good one too. It's an 8.5% IPA, so it's kind of in the double range, and they're using some Belgian yeast and some kind of West Coast style hops. It said looked like Cascade and some New Zealand hops, which they also used New Zealand hops in their Big Barrel. Okay, so you can tell right away that it's definitely a Belgian style beer with all that carbonation. We've got 3 fingers ahead in this glass. It's a nice kind of light yellow color, kind of off-white. Color-wise, it's just a nice, really just deep gold color. Very, very transparent, not hazy. I think it is bottle conditioned, but I'm not entirely sure. But let's get the aroma on it. The aroma is like, it's a combination of some really gentle West Coast kind of style hops, the Cascade. You get a little bit of the citrus notes. Kind of get that Centennial-like bitter grapefruit. A little bit of earthiness coming in, and then you get some of the yeast character from the Belgian part of the beer. Some spiciness, some nice real breadiness on there as well. So it's not a very pungent smelling beer from a hop standpoint, but it's a nice blend between the Belgian yeast, a little bit of malt sweetness coming through as well, and those hops. So let's dig in. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's a nice beer. Up front, it's not as bitter as maybe you think from a West Coast style IPA, but there is a good kind of nice citrusy, kind of earthy bitterness up front, and as soon as those notes kind of fade away, it starts picking up the malt and eventually like the yeast characteristics. So the one thing about this beer is it's very highly drinkable for 8.5%. You can't smell or taste any alcohol at all. And it's my first beer of the day. Don't get any, and it's just a very clean, very balanced beer. I mean, the hops aren't overpowering up front with the Cascade and New Zealand varieties. I mean, it's kind of has this floral, slightly tropical fruits. It's very faint on those. You get a little bit of bitter grapefruit, and then there's a nice kind of sweet malt center to it. It finishes with a dry Belgian yeast style. You get just a touch of the spices kind of in the end. It's not a very overly spicy beer, but it's just really like easy drinking, kind of dangerous 8.5% drinking beer. But it's a great warm weather beer as well. So that's another excellent release from the Karl's Reserve series, I'd say. I'm going to go A- on this one. It's a little different than kind of what I expected. I expected maybe a little more hoppy, but it's just an excellent just Belgian IPA. It's one of the better ones I've had. It's right up there with Stone's Cali Belgique, Le Freak from Green Flash. Those are a couple of the other San Diego ones that are fantastic. So yeah, well done, Karl Strauss. You're doing some great beers these days. So there's another shot of the bottle there. So that's going to do it for today. Please comment, subscribe, and cheers to all the troops. Happy Memorial Day. Cheers.